This is the first time I've ever done this, so if it goes terribly, I'm sorry. So like a lot of times, the result that you see out there is not indicative of improvement. Yeah, but all right, let's get a few base throws. All right, last one, and then after this, I want to see you do a few like full power shots.
Okay.
You're displaying an issue in your run-ups that you didn't have in the standstills that I saw when we met. So let me see your standstills. Fascinating. All right, yeah, that tells, okay, so check this out. What do you think the difference is in your form before you see it?
I'm guessing, okay, let's see. Maybe like body angle and then like how far back I go.
All right, well, let's watch these two and then tell me what you think. All right, that's standstill. Here's run up. Do you see it?
I don't.
Right here. Look how high up.
Oh, high up, yeah.
You could say reach back or backswing.
It's super high.
Is your standstill, you're here.
Yeah.
Kind of at the appropriate level.
Backswing,
and then
go up.
When the other one is you're up here. Do you want to work on the elbow dipping, or do you want to focus on the reach back height?
I feel like reach back height because I'll have an impact on elbow dipping.
It's going to be harder to do with the run up, but we can still figure stuff out. It's definitely a related issue, and like you exhibit like kind of the classic like air bouncing sort of stuff, and that happens a lot when you're up here because it's really hard to maintain a flat swing plane if you're all the way up here because this is not really conducive to distance. What you don't do that a lot of people do when they do this is they come down and they very hard come up out of the elbow dip, causing a lot more nose up. You kind of come down and then start to get there, and then it comes out like a little bit soon, and so it's coming out lower and then rising. So I would suspect you have more distance than most people who elbow dip, or have that high reach back. The thing where that becomes really hard to train is that since you don't do it in your standstills, I normally have people unlearn this by doing it in a standstill. So what we're gonna do is, what I want you to do is we're gonna focus on, we're just gonna keep this height. I'm gonna grab one of the sticks and I'm gonna like walk with you, and we're basically gonna do your run up where it's like, this is gonna stay at this height. Okay. And you're trying to keep it physically on the board, and then we're just gonna walk through the steps and do our throw. Okay. So grab your discs. So this is where it gets really weird. So you're doing the normal thing. Okay. This is the height that I want you to be throwing from. If you're coming off the board like a ton, you're gonna notice it because now you have a target. Yeah. Instead of like, oh, I'm just doing the coiling and stuff, my arm does whatever, the goal is this. It's really easy to lose sight of certain things when we have a lot of complex movement going on, which is the run up, which is why I feel like you do it right in your standstill. So now we just have to get hyper focused on what the arm does, and having an object to aim for will help with that. Yeah. All right, so this is the first time I've ever done this. I thought about this at one point, so if it goes terribly, I'm sorry. No, it's all good. Let's give it a try. Okay. I'm gonna try to like walk with you, so let me know when you're doing step one. All right, I'll do a countdown. Yep. 3, 2, 1. That was all right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, stuff's just gonna be real weird at first. Yeah. That was better. We'll do one more, and then I want you to do it without the plank. Got it. The pressure. This is also gonna make a fantastic thumbnail. The walk the plank drill. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey, that one was pretty decent. All right, try it without. Okay. got some feedback from Yunus Marilla, if you know him. He was like, make sure they change it up. So I'm listening to you.
Okay.
Did a little bit.
A little bit, okay.
Yep.
Focus on down.
Do it one more time, and then we'll go back to the board. Not as bad, but still going up.
That's crazy.
Hold on, let me record so you can see.
No, I believe you. It's just, yeah.
No, it's good learning feedback. Okay. So here's without. You can already see how now you used to be above shoulder line.
Yeah.
And you can already kind of see how now your highest is shoulder line. And then let's move to the one with the board. This one you didn't quite do it the same. We can lower that though, but we're already making improvement. Versus like, let's look at this one. Whoop.
Yeah.
So already some improvement. So let's keep it up. I'll make it a little bit lower. The stuff's just gonna get weird. You're also kind of like striding off the back foot like this in some of those. We can get to that another day since we're really focused on upper body. I probably shouldn't have even mentioned it, to be totally honest.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. I just threw that one down, or did I come up?
That is because you've normally been throwing slightly downwards, and then the nose angle has been helping it get up. So the fact that now that you're gonna have less nose angle issues if you're not pulling down.
Yeah.
So that looked to me like neutral nose, but like also, or negative nose, but neutral flight. So it wasn't air bouncing.
Yeah.
You've had a few in that you've done in the warm-up that were like basically the same launch, but then lifted.
Okay.
But now you don't have that because that one was not swooping.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
So like a lot of times the result that you see out there is not indicative of improvement, which is why network can be really helpful.
Okay.
Where it's like when you're just like, oh, just the stats, and you know that like, oh, a negative launch is bad, which we know from when we met that you had a few with negative launch.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to get slightly more positive launch, and then ideally the combination of your launch angle plus a negative nose angle would result in somewhere around 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like when you're doing your tech disc stuff, you're being like, oh, if I'm at 10 launch, I want -4 nose. And if I can't get -4 nose, then you can adjust the launch slightly downwards.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yep. So that's why we're doing this, is trying to get you to have more upward direction so that we can get more positive launch.
Okay. Makes sense. 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's see a few without the board again.
Okay.
Keep mixing it up. Better. We're already not way over our shoulder height. Let's do like 1 or 2 more.
Yep.
That one had a little bit of swoopy swoop.
Yeah.
With the elbow drop aspect of it, not necessarily where your reach back or backswing was.
Okay.
Cool, let's bring the plank back.
I have PTSD whenever I see a 2x4 now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start putting it here now to kind of also address the
oh, interesting. Okay.
the elbow drop, because now you're on earlier ones you weren't exhibiting it as much, and now you are, which we'll get to that with the whole contraption, but I'm gonna put this here to see if it psychosomatically makes it go back to what you were doing.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Definitely feel my elbow hit it.
Yeah, you hit it.
Yeah.
That was your hand that time, not your elbow.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Really focused on elbow up.
How's it feel?
Besides the awkwardness of having the board there, it feels better.
Okay.
It's a little bit awkward, but yeah, I mean,
Basically anything new is gonna feel really awkward.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can go back to normal.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Ah, you dipped. All right, do one without.
Okay. Yeah, still got that big air bounce.
Yep, you're not reaching back as high though, which is good.
Okay.
Which we can't, like, this thing is gonna be best with where your backswing reach back is. The whole contraption is gonna be best for
Elbow.
the actual elbow.
Okay. Yeah, elbow.
I think we can pick those up and then move on to the full contraption.
Okay.
Because you're getting the height right. Well, maybe actually throw your 3-putters first.
Yep.
We'll do it totally without. All right, they can't see it. You see that one singular tree that's by a trash can?
Yeah.
Yeah, aim at that, I want you to hit it.
Okay.
That's your only focus. Cool, you're not coming up as high. So, yeah, let's go pick them up. So, how to do the walk the plank. This might be its own video, but if not, if you're the friend, you're trying to place this where the reach back would be, not necessarily all the way over here. We want to make sure that's lower than shoulder height, and we want to make sure that's away from the body. If we're back here, so like turn to face the camera, we want it here, not here, so he's around himself. So it's out and relatively down. Now, if your friend's reach back height is like all the way up here, maybe you got to start him out down here so that he ends up somewhere in the middle. If it's just like relatively high, drop it just a little bit. But ideal would be somewhere around here. So now when we do the actual throw, same thing, he's going to let me know when he's going, as he has been with the 1, 2, 3, and I just take the steps with him, trying to keep the plank on the back side of the board to minimize splinters. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Go.
3, 2, 1.
And then you just go from there, do a number in a row, and then don't do any with it. Or you can do one where, on this one, where I'm gonna start him out, I'm gonna walk, and then I'll drop the board.
3, 2, 1.
Good reach back height, slight dip, but not as bad as before. So we're gonna do these two, and then we'll bring the contraption back out.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, unfortunately, a lot of dip on that one.
Oh.
The reach back height was good though.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Let's see some finals.
You'll drop a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. But it's hard to elbow drop and have that positive of launch angle. Yeah, that was much better. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at it. I'll come to you.
Yep.
So, we identified pretty early on that the biggest issue was the reach back height and elbow dip. So if we watch these new throws, you can see now our hand is below our shoulder. And especially this one, I'm singling this one out because it was a pretty good one. You can see how there's maybe a smidge. This is the one where you thought you had a lot. But you can see how much higher that is.
Yeah.
Relative to where we started.
Yeah.
We'll look at another one, lower down, coming up and through.
Okay. Yeah.
So the question is how you get the stick.